Okay. You do that.
I did it.
We did it. Yay.
No, we didn't. I did it.
Dora the Explorer.
I
Bob
did.
the Builder.
I do all the things.
That one guy.
I do all the work.
That one guy.
I can't remember any other kid shows at the moment.
Barney, but he doesn't
Bubble
build
Guppies.
things.
What?
Bubble Guppies.
Or what are bubble guppies?
It's a kid show.
Okay.
I've never
I'll take
heard
your-
of that.
Yeah, it's like they're weird fish, so that's all I remember. It was a Nickelodeon cartoon. Unless I'm wrong, then it wasn't.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
It's new. Like, within the past, 3 years.
Oh, that's why I don't remember it.
I remember Face from Nick Jr. Yeah.
Yeah, there's way after Face. They phased him out.
Ah.
I miss Face. But not really.
So what are we talking about on Hard After Dark this week?
How hard we are after dark.
I feel like we should apologize for not having a podcast back on Labor Day.
Don't
Labor
apologize. It's Labor Day.
Memorial Day, depending on who the fuck you are. Some of us are retarded.
We can't remember what day it is.
It's a holiday. I know I was off work, I got a piercing, and then I almost bled out. More of that later.
More on that later.
What did you guys do on Labor Day?
I worked.
I
Because that's what you do on Labor Day is you work.
That's why I'm glad I had a unionized job where they're like, hey, don't get the union involved. We'll give you the day off.
That's one thing about Big Lots. They had this video that they would show you. That was very anti-union because it's retail, so of course it's going to be anti-union.
Oh, yeah.
They cast this dude. It was shot like a 90s or 80s sitcom, right?
It was shot like a sitcom.
Yeah. And
Like, what kind of sitcom we're talking about? Friends, Seinfeld?
according to Jim...
The Jim Belushi show.
Yeah, the
right?
Jim Belushi
yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's shitty.
Oh. They took the wrong Belushi.
Yeah. Anyway.
It's God's problem.
So, so they showed this video, and the union guy in it looked like a discount Willem Dafoe. But they clearly picked him because he looked like
William Dafoe?
Willem Dafoe.
So it's like they got the guy from Buck Cherry.
Uh,
If you don't know who that is, show a picture right now. Buck Cherry, William Dafoe, same fucking guy. Less tattoos.
But no, they cast this guy who looks like Willem Dafoe because he looks like an evil man. And then they go on to talk about how the union can only negotiate for you. They can't do anything else. And then they're like, you don't want other people negotiating for you, do you? And I was thinking the whole time.
It's like, yeah, dude, they know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah,
I don't.
I was like, I don't know how to negotiate shit, so why would I want to negotiate? I would end up coming out with less money.
Like, my negotiations are like, I don't want to do that. Where are you going to? Okay.
All right, then.
I guess I am.
I'd come out
Sorry, I said no.
I would end up coming out with less money and working on Christmas.
Yeah.
That's how my negotiation is.
That's why I like where I work now. Because I don't want to specify where I work, just in case I could get in trouble.
I mean, I could always just beep it out, which I'll probably do on this one.
Okay, because, where I work, it's not unionized, but they totally work under, unionized rules, because they're like, hey, don't join that. We'll totally give you all that, the benefits, almost all the benefits, just don't do that, because we'll lose a little bit of money, and we don't want to do that, so here you go, Labor Day off.
Yeah, I loved that video though because it was so bad.
We'll have to find it one day and just fucking share it.
I'm pretty sure it's like a Big Lots exclusive.
I'm pretty sure somebody's leaked it at some point. Like, hey, cause there's some of those goddamn videos like the OSHA fucking It's like, hey, don't fuck up in factories because you'll lose fingers. I've seen plenty of those, so I'm pretty sure they might be a big lots, don't join the union.
Maybe. It does look like it was on a VHS tape, so.
Oh, so it's old.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It was filmed like a 90s sitcom because it was probably filmed at the same time as all those sitcoms.
What you said it was shot like according to Jim. According to Jim was like mid-2000s.
Yeah, but it was
So
really
are you saying
shitty
Big Lots
looking.
was ahead of the time?
That's where the show's creators got their start.
They started shooting fucking videos for Big Lots and like, hey, I'm gonna get the shitty Belushi brother, and we're gonna make millions. Maybe hundreds.
I'll give Jim Belushi one thing. He's really good in bit parts.
Jim Belushi's really good at being Jim Belushi. That's all I'll give him.
I mean, you're not wrong.
John Belushi was the better brother.
Better comedian, anyway.
No, he's just better. Just like, period.
When they were like, I was trying to think of like other stuff he was in.
Like, John Belushi was also in a goddamn Marvel crossover with Saturday Night Live where he fought the Silver Samurai.
I forgot that.
Yeah, it happened. It's legit in books. You could find it. It happened. That automatically makes him better than Jim. He's like, fuck you. I'm immortalized in Blues Brothers and comics. Where you got, according to Jim, fuck you.
According to Jim in that one Watsky video.
He's had bit parts here and there, but I can't fucking recall any of them.
See, I like him when he shows up and shit for like 2 minutes.
It's like, hey, remember me? I had a really famous brother who's really funny, and I'm not. That's Jim Belushi.
Wasn't it like, there's like some movie that Jim Belushi was in, like Canine Detective or something like that.
He was an underdog. He played the henchman. Was he an underdog, or was that the dude that plays Joe Swanson in Family Guy?
Patrick Warburton?
It might have been. It could be either one of them. Like, they're almost the same person.
I think it might be.
They
Patrick
look
Warburton.
nothing alike.
They look nothing alike, but they're almost the same fucking person. Like, you could interchange the roles in any fucking movie they've ever been, and it's the same fucking movie.
I like Patrick Warburton more.
He did play a good Tick. Like, in that really bad 90s live action
I mean, he's Brock Samson,
TV
though.
show.
He's Brock fucking Samson.
I see him more as Joe Swanson than I do Brock.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
Just because Venture Brothers, just like, the seasons were so few and far between.
Yeah.
And then there was that whole season where Brock wasn't in it.
No, Brock was in that season. I know which season you're talking about. He just wasn't in part of the...
There was
the
a
main...
huge chunk of it.
He wasn't there for a bit of it, but he was in that season.
It was, what, 6? 5?
Because they reveal at the end he was working with another group.
Yeah, but yeah. It wasn't the best season.
No, definitely not. I like Brock Samson. I feel like Brock Samson and H. John Benjamin need to do a buddy cop cartoon.
I would just watch those two as a buddy cop movie, like, in general. Like, it doesn't have to be animated.
No, but I think the animation would be cool, too.
Because John Benjamin could just play, like, the snarky, like, cop that doesn't want to do the job, and then, Warburton would just be, like, the gung-ho. It's like, we gotta do it by the books. And H. John Benjamin was like, I guess we can.
Maybe.
It's like, I mean, if you really want to, so I guess I can shoot a guy.
So he's just Archer?
No, he's Coach McGurk.
He's Coach McGurk. Okay, yeah. Yes, I want that movie.
It's like, you know what you do when you're alone and you live by yourself? You buy swords, Brendan. It's like, who's Brendan? Like, shit, I'm sorry. Who are you? So you just buy swords anyway. Where was I going with this? buy swords, you coach soccer. You wait for the deadbeat stepdads that don't fucking pick their kids up on time.
Oh, God.
Do you need me to shoot a guy now? It's like,
can I shoot a guy now?
It's like recapping my life. I kind of want to shoot a guy now. Then we go home and buy swords again.
I just want to watch home movies.
Yeah.
Jason was my favorite character. Just for no fucking reason. Like, there's because home movies had these little end clips. Like, I think it was like in the later part of season 1 to season 2, where they would just like use audio clips from the episode. And it was the episode where Jason was talking about toilet paper. He's like, TP! Need TP! And then the one where Coach McGurk was in the sleep study. He's like, VCR! VCR!
Oh. I loved Coach McGurk. That was my favorite character.
He was the realest fucking character I've ever seen at that point in time in my life.
Yeah.
He was the realest adult I've ever seen depicted in any show.
It was great.
And he was just like, I drink, I live alone, my life sucks, I buy swords. It's what you do. It's like when you're an adult and you live alone and you drink a lot, you buy swords.
Remember when he had to do the one part in the musical? He got his car up on stage, and
he couldn't roll his window down.
So he had to sing through the window, and nobody could hear him.
So he's just muffling. He's singing his goddamn heart out, but he's like, an whole race. And then they asked him to back it out on stage, and he's just fucking, he's like, I need you to clear away. And then he just fucking doesn't have it in reverse, and just like pulls it halfway off the stage. He's like, I guess we're fucking doing this now.
Oh, Jesus.
I relate too much to Coach McGurk.
It's probably not healthy that you relate to Coach McGurk.
It's probably not.
But I also relate to Coach McGurk.
Like, one of my favorite episodes with Coach McGurk is the golf episode, where he just like he totally tries to what was that goddamn Morgan Freeman golf movie? Like where he shows up in the kilt and shit, and he starts quoting. Does he start quoting Shawshank?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
I want to say he starts.
Sure.
I want to say he starts quoting the Shank, but then again, I'm very drunk right now, so I could be very wrong. And he's just quoting another movie that Morgan Freeman could have possibly been in. But I just remember him being in a kilt, and then like the wind blowing, and everybody getting to see his ass.
Yeah, I remember that part. Oh, and the one where he's in the forest with the like cult of men.
Oh, I love that one. He's like, I don't want to hug. What are you doing? Don't hug me. Please stop. Go away. And then he just runs. And then he cries to Brendan at the end of the episode. And then he starts walking back into the woods, and Brendan's like, where are you going? It's like, I don't know. So I'm going back, I guess. So I have feelings now, Brendan. Because, like, they find him, like, on this weird beach just covered in sand and seaweed. Brendan's like, what are you doing? He's like, I don't know, Brendan. Like, I was in a cult and decided not to be a part of the cult, and now I'm here.
I keep looking at my background on my computer.
The creepy Goombas.
Yes.
So, Chris, you said you worked Labor Day / Memorial Day. What'd you do at work?
Nothing, because
Did you watch a guy die?
No.
Okay.
Nothing, because no one came in to shop for anything. No one was picking up medicine because the pharmacy was closed.
So, you know what?
So we just kind of...
Fuck anybody that needs drugs today.
Yeah, because we just sat around and it was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I've already done all the things on my task list.
I seen it drop. I'll find it later.
So yeah, you would think that the reason for us to be open on Labor Day
/ Memorial Day
is because the pharmacy also has to be open so people can get their medicine.
You would think, yeah.
You know,
But
it's like
the
working at
pharmacy
a
was
store
closed.
like that.
Yeah, the pharmacy was closed. So why the fuck
Oh,
are we
goddamn.
open?
Because you gotta sell fidget spinners, Chris.
They've actually not been flying off the shelves like they had been.
Oh,
Yeah,
who would've
no.
thought?
No, Walmart. I was up at Walmart, I guess, last night.
Mm.
They had a big ass bin of just fidget spinners.
Yeah.
I'm like, yep, that seems about right.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't doubt it.
I think that fad is actually starting to die.
I think it
That
is.
fad's been dying for like the
Yeah.
past month or so.
Yeah.
Just YouTube doesn't help it because everybody's like, oh, remember fidget spinners? They were cool for like a minute.
I
I'm
think
gonna
it's the
put that in
same.
my thumbnail, and then Matt Pat tried to sell them.
I think that's the same for like those cyborgs that came out.
I don't know what that is.
A what?
The hoverboards, but they're
Okay.
not hoverboards, so I call them cyborgs.
Why do you call them cyborgs?
There's a lazy
they're-
man
'cause they're-
skateboard. I don't
Yeah.
see why you're calling them sideboards.
I didn't
Those
say
are-
sideboards. I said cyborgs.
Cyborgs?
No, cyborgs.
What's the difference
'Cause
between
there's an
when
actual-
I said sideboards and when you said sideboards?
I didn't say sideboards. I said cyborgs.
What the fuck is that? That sounds like a
I
made
don't
up
know.
goddamn fairy
There's a-
tale word.
There's it's actually a brand of them. So I was like, oh, so that's what. I guess that's one way.
They're
thing to
fucking
call them.
hoverboards, Chris.
No, they're not.
Get over it.
No, they're not.
Back to the Future's not real. Get over it.
They're handleless segways.
Pretty much.
I just call them the lazy man skateboard because that's all they are.
Well, they're not really a skateboard, though.
They're a board that has wheels. You go. There's no difference between that and a skateboard, other than the fact that you have to push off on a skateboard.
They're a hazard, is what they are.
You don't go the same direction on a hoverboard, quote unquote.
I like how you use finger quotes so they can all see that.
That's why I said quote unquote after I did that. Toki?
I hated hoverboards ever since I seen one. I was like, oh, these are going to get annoying. And then they started blowing up. And I was like, I'm glad they do that. That's a great fucking goddamn marketing technique. Just have them blow up.
Apparently that's.
I wish more vapes blew up too.
Apparently that has to do with the lithium.
The shitty Chinese lithium battery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
I'm
would
in-
buy aftermarket Chinese lithium batteries and they would just like explode.
I'm in a class action lawsuit for lithium batteries.
The new phone I just bought yesterday from the Wally World.
Yesterday.
But yeah, I bought one. It does not hold fucking charge whatsoever.
What kind of phone do you buy? What kind of phone do you buy?
What kind of phone do I buy? Like I bought like an LG like $60 phone. Like it was just like straight. It was like I just bought like cheap. I didn't buy cheap because there's like $40 was super cheap. I was like I'll at least spend $60.
I ended up getting an S5. I still haven't got it.
Like
even though-
I got like an LG. Like it's similar to like one of the Samsungs.
Mine's a refurbished one. So
Like I just bought like it was the only fucking LG that was left there for $50, $60. What did I say? Doesn't matter. Whatever the first fucking number I said was. That's
60.
60. It was the only one left there, so I was like, fuck it, I'll grab this one. It's not, $150.
See, I went up to Walmart too to get a phone, and then I was like, I wanted an S5.
I wish I bought the Boost phone. Because I got my phone, activated it, because, cheap Walmart phones you have to do that with. And, I don't use it. I charged it because it was like it's got 50% battery life out the box. I was like I'll turn it off. I'll charge it. I pick it up this morning. I get to town. 92%, like within 45 minutes. I'm like I don't think that's right. I download a battery saver, so I'm like maybe this will help me keep my battery life on par. like fucking like an hour later, I'm down to like fucking 70%. I'm like, I don't think this is good at all.
I would have taken it back to Walmart.
I thought about it, but I was like, you know what? Fuck it. If it blows up, I'll get money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
I mean,
So far, it hasn't blown up.
no. Like, when I got back, like, however long ago that was, like, what, 45 minutes ago?
Probably.
We had to do that fucking
technical
long
issues.
test, yeah. Because, like, I got back, it was at 9%. Which I guess is okay since, I unplugged it this morning around fucking 8. So I guess it's okay that it lasted this long.
I mean, my shitty little $40 phone is probably on about 60 or 50 right now, and it's been unplugged almost all day.
Well, I mean, I'm at 9% now, and I deleted an app that I've been fucking playing because I'm a loser and I like, fucking card collecting games. So I've been playing, the Ninja Turtle Legends game, and it was eating up my battery life, so I was like, I'll get rid of that.
We're not sponsored.
No, not sponsored. That's why I said, it ate my battery life, because I will not fucking say it's a great game because of that. Like, it totally ate my battery. So I got rid of it to, see if that would make a difference. It did not make a difference. My battery just sucks. I think I have a Chinese knockoff lithium battery.
My phone currently just does not go past the boot screen. It says LG and just sits there.
If you got $60, you could do a little bit better.
Eh.
You can get a phone for like 7 hours.
When I switch my phone, I can give you my piece of shit phone until you get a new one.
Well, I was going to go buy
Fuck you. I was just going to buy a real phone.
Well, I was going to go buy Verizon Thursday.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You don't do straight talk.
Nope.
You actually have a plan like a normal person and not a cheap piece of shit.
How much do you pay a month?
$89.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm a cheap piece of shit. I pay $45.
Yeah.
46 or 47 after tax.
If you do it online, it's
slightly cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that I think straight talk's great.
No, they're not great. Their service is very iffy, but it's cheap.
It's cheap and it does the job.
Yeah, it gets the job done. Not sponsored.
Plus, I'm on straight talk. It gets the job done.
Straight talk. When you're a cheap piece of shit, you need to make a phone call, and you want it to kind of go through.
But, I mean, to be honest, I use my phone on Wi-Fi most of the time anyway, so I don't really have a need for the data.
But since we talked about Chris's, Memorial Day / Labor Day experience at work, how was yours?
How was my experience at work?
How was your fucking holiday?
Oh.
Because you didn't go to work that night.
Yeah, I did.
That's what I said. You didn't go to work until that night.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I spent the whole day not wanting to go to work, so I mean, that was it. I was just depressed all day because I had to go to work.
I spent the day laboring.
Laboring.
Even though I had the day off of work, I fixed my door, and then went to a friend's house where we done some piercings. I got my nose pierced. It bled a little bit. Nothing, out of the ordinary, especially for a nose piercing.
You had a huge stain on a white towel.
That was after the fact.
That was after the fact?
Yeah, it's like nose piercings have the tendency to bleed. It's your fucking nose. There's tons of fucking goddamn, blood vessels on the inside of your nose. It happens. So there's nothing out of the ordinary at first. I come home. Everything's fine. It looks okay. It's a little sore, like any fucking piercing. Because, you just pierce the flesh. There's a little swelling. I'm doing fine. I lay down. Getting ready, to lay down, go to sleep so I can wake up for work the next morning. And, doing fine. I roll over to where I'm not going to be laying on that side of my face. And it pours the blood. I was like, that's weird. So I set up and I wait for it to stop bleeding. It stops. After a good 10 minutes, I'm like, that's fucking weird. Well, at least it's over. I lay back down and it just fucking goes again. For 45 minutes this time. I've never bled so fucking much. I actually got goddamn woozy. I feel like I lost a pint of blood. I might as well have gave blood at the blood bank and they're like, here, have a cookie. And I just fucking felt like trash. I ate a whole pack of cookies after the 45 minutes of bleeding. It was like, I need to get my blood sugar back up so, my body can recuperate. I gotta go to work in the morning. So, ate a bunch of cookies. Try to put more sugar in me while, what was that shit we got? The dipping sticks?
Yeah, Fun Dip.
Fun Dip, yeah. Ate a couple packs of Fun Dip. Had a couple extra so I could eat them in the morning. My alarm goes off. I'm like, fuck that. I'm calling to work. I'm like, yo, Tracy, guess what? Not coming into work today. Got a piercing, bled out a little bit. Not showing up. Hung up, and then I completely ignored the second alarm. I don't wake up until Mark, my friend that done the piercings, knocks on the door. He's like, hey, are you coming to work? And I don't remember, setting up and opening the door. But apparently I was white as a ghost. And he's like, hey, are you coming to work? I was like, And I apparently almost fell back trying to shut the door. And he's like, you're not going to work today. I hope you feel better. And then he's like, I hope he doesn't die. Because I've never lost that amount of blood before in my whole entire fucking life. Yeah, and I've been jabbed in the leg with a stick due to an ATV accident. Had chunks of meat ripped out of my leg. Had to get so many stitches. I have a divot. There's a divot right there.
There's a divot.
Right there. I had to have so many stitches. I've never bled that much in my whole fucking life. 45 goddamn minutes of just bloodletting on my bed.
Then I called in later that night to my work because I started throwing up. And then I called them the next day and said, hey, I'm not coming in ever again.
I came back this weekend and I looked at the bloody towel. It is like a rock. It is totally a teenage cum sock right now. It is fucking hard as a rock. The towel is a scab. There is no joke. Watching the blood pull up on that towel, it was like somebody stabbed a can of Krylon red paint and just watching it just puddle up. It was that goddamn thick. I've, like I said, never bled that much in my whole entire fucking life to where I felt woozy.
Yeah, that's...
I thought I was going to have to go to the hospital. I thought it was going to be a normal fucking day.
Nope, can't have one of those. Shit.
Shit.
Yeah, no, I've determined that I am not cut out for factory work. It's okay, because I found a similar job in stocking that pays more. So, that's cool.
I can deal with factory work. It's not my favorite work. But then again, working in retail,
Soul crushing.
they're both shit jobs.
Oh, yeah.
There's like working the assembly line, and then there's working with the public and realizing how much you hate the public and how much the public is shit. Like, there's no in between. It's like, hey, here's this pile of shit and here's this other pile of shit. Which one you want?
It would help if you were doing something you were actually interested in too. You know, because you can deal with certain things that pop up when you actually have a job you like going to for the work you do. But when you don't, and it's just absolute garbage, then you're just like, no, I don't like this at all.
Having worked in the factory, having sold shoes, and having sold fucking media to people, they all suck. I love shoes personally. I'm totally one of those types of dudes where I love fucking shoes. I will totally have a pair of shoes.
You love fucking shoes?
I love fucking shoes. Like, there's nothing like them. But
It's a
no,
weird kink to have.
no, like I totally will rock a fucking different pair of shoes with every fucking outfit if I had the fucking money for it. Because shoes are fucking great.
So you're gonna be
you would be a sneakerhead, or would you just be like?
No, I don't like sneakers. Sneakers
you're
are fucking
gonna-
just
you're gonna be-
garbage.
when YouTube takes off for us, or whatever happens that we start making money from this stuff. You're gonna start buying shoes.
Oh, totally. Like, when I worked at the shoe department, oh my god, like, every other week I was buying, like, a fucking pair of shoes. At Sanooks, oh my god, fucking best business casual shoes ever. Yoga mat on the inserts,
That sounds cool.
they are fucking the shit. I had, like, 3 different pairs.
These had yoga mats in them.
The Skechers.
Mm.
So, like, I just hate sneakers. I don't like the way they look. Like, Nikes are goddamn overrated. I've never had a good pair of Nikes.
I feel like sneakers look way too complicated for what they need to.
I've never had a pair of sneakers hold up on me. Like, they've always blown the fuck out.
I like
But-
skate shoes.
I like business shoes. I like boots. I like business casual. And I like dress boots.
I like boots, dress shoes, like wingtips.
Oh, fucking wingtips? Oh my god.
I have
Fucking
wingtips.
some of the goddamn best beautiful shoes you can get.
I have wingtips over there.
Especially the white with the black wingtips. Oh
yeah,
my
I
God.
don't have those, but the ones I have are really cool looking. I'll show them to you in a minute. But yeah, I like boots. I like dress shoes. I like skate shoes because they're comfortable usually.
That's why I rock the Chucks.
Mm-hmm. And
When I have the money to throw away at them.
what else? I don't know. I can't think right now, but
I mean, I was the type of dude that I would totally throw away money on the goddamn fucking Shanghai Chucks. Like, I would totally invest in those. Those things look comfortable as shit. But yeah, it's like, I love skate shoes. I love...
Converses.
Yeah, that's what Chucks are. Chuck Taylor's
Oh, okay.
Converse. And it's like, hell, I'll even rock some fucking cheap Walmart shoes. Like, the starters.
yeah, I had a decent pair of
The
shoes
starters
from
ain't
there.
bad. Like, they're cheap, but they fucking hold up pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Mine kind of blew out. Like the actual like rubber foot sole that you're supposed to walk on the exterior of the shoe. Decided, nah, will blow out.
See, I'm kind of like you too. I like shoes a lot, but I'm not a sneakerhead. I don't like sneakers. I don't care about Air Jordans or any of that shit. I just like fucking cool ass looking shoes.
I just like shoes because they're fucking comfortable.
Yeah.
They set the motif of your fucking outfit for the day.
I have, like I said, some wingtips over there. I have some Mario Vans that are really cool. I have my boots. I have my steel-toed boots.
See, my problem with Vans is the same problem I have with Chucks, even though, like, you know, I rock the Chucks, but they don't come wide enough for me.
Yeah, I have the same. I have to get a size bigger so they're just wide enough.
Yeah, that's what I have to do, and I still blow the shit out of my Chucks because of that. Like, fucking pinky toe always fucking blows out first. But, yeah, like, for some reason, like, I cannot find them in wides. Like, they just don't do it.
Yeah. I have fat ass feet.
Like, just mark it up a little bit, bitch. Like, I'll pay for it. It was like... I remember one year for school, my shit biological dad sent me a pair of K-Swiss, like, just white as fuck, like, total, like, they look diabetic shoes. Like, I was like, I'm not gonna wear these. So I took him back to shoe department because, you know, he bought them at a shoe show. And I was like, hey, I want to return these shoes. They weren't bought here, but I have the receipt. What can I do? It's like, they're like, okay, here's a return. They had a fucking sale on Converse, and so I got to trade them like right out for a pair of fucking black and white Chucks.
Nice.
So I was like, that's what I did. Like, I thought about trying to get some money back, and they had some shitty orange, you know, Tennessee orange Chucks for sale for like fucking $10 cheaper. It's like, can you get those and you give me $10? They're like, no, you can only trade for the exact price, or you can, you know, buy more expensive and pay the difference. It's like, well, fine, I guess I'll get your normal fucking Chucks that are on sale and just, you know, be happy with that. Because it was one of the few times that you can actually catch Converse on sale for like less than $50. I wore those things for like fucking 4 years before they blew the fuck out.
My favorite shoe company recently declared bankruptcy.
Which one's that?
It was a skate shoe company called Fallen Footwear. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if they declared bankruptcy or just said, no, we're not doing this anymore. We're not making enough profit.
I've
like,
never heard of that.
Yeah, I haven't heard of them either.
Never heard of Fallen.
No.
You know the skate team Zero?
Yeah.
The main dude that you always hear about from it, Jamie Thomas, made a shoe company called Fallen Footwear. And they had some of the coolest designs and most comfortable shoes I have ever worn. I still have a pair somewhere around here, but like it was very like gothic punk style shoes, and it was
that's why I like my Sanooks. One of the pair I bought was like on the inside, it's totally fucking Jolly Rogers, and I was like, fuck, I'll rock those. I don't give a shit. Like Jolly Roger with Yoga Mat inserts. Let's fucking go.
There was a pair I had that were red and black, and they had like this spiral thing, but it was broken, like it was a broken mirror or a broken piece of glass. Looked really cool. But yeah, I really like those shoes.
I wanted to get into Vans. I just like you said, like they just don't come in wides, and I never wanted to spend that much money on them. And where I was working in the shoe department, I was just like, fuck it, there's more comfortable shoes that I get to fucking just slide on wherever the fuck I want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into Vans, but for me, it's not just wides. It's, you know,
they're too fucking padded for me. Like the tongues and the like around the ankle are just too fucking padded for me. I just don't like them.
Generally, I have a big foot. Like, it's hard to find anything like in a 14 or 15.
Yeah, I can see that problem, especially shopping for Vans.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite part about shoe shopping is like going to like Goodwill or like any other thrift store.
Mm-hmm.
Just going to the shoe section.
The sushi section?
Yeah, the sushi section. And
I thought you said Seuss.
Yeah, the masseuse section. The happy endings all around. But this one girl I was with, like we were at this thrift shop, and I found several pairs of wingtips. White ones, brown ones, black ones, like just the whole gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
Cheap as fuck. She wouldn't let me buy them. She's like, no, I will not let you wear old people. She's like, you don't understand. Like, I will rock these and a pair of goddamn penny loafers. I don't give a fuck. Shoes are shoes, and they're goddamn good shoes. Let's fucking go. And I didn't get to buy them.
I was gonna say, didn't they sort of eventually come back? You know, I feel like it kind of got integrated into the hipster style a little bit, didn't it?
I can see that. Alright, my style's always been like the rockabilly, psychobilly type deal. Like, just borderline white trash. Like, other side of the tracks type of dress. There's, like, the blue jeans, the shirt, and just the fucking nice kicks.
I dress in what's comfortable. That's pretty much my style.
Yeah. Though, I like rocking a suit.
Personally. Oh, yeah, I would too.
The closest thing that I ever came to having a suit was a pinstripe jacket that I had. Closest thing I ever came to a suit.
Always liked suits.
Suits are too cumbersome for me. I was like, I don't want to wear a fucking button-up shirt, a goddamn vest that is the opposite color of my button-up shirt, a jacket, and a pair of suit pants.
I have to have, for me, I have to have a full 3-piece suit, because if it's just a dress shirt and dress pants, I look like I just came back from giving a sermon.
That's why I was talking about the vest, because like you can't have a suit without the fucking vest to go underneath the jacket. But I don't like they're just fucking too goddamn constricting to me.
I can get that. I just like,
and especially when you get into weddings and you have the cummerbund. Fuck that.
I have is it a cummerbund?
If it's the little waist belt thing that goes.
No, I don't have a cummerbund. I have an ascot. I don't know why I was thinking cummerbund.
Ascots are completely different.
Yeah.
Equally as gay, but whatever.
The only reason I have an ascot is because
an ascot is like, he's like, hey, it's scarf weather, but I don't want to commit to a scarf.
I have an ascot because I really wanted to cosplay as Kingpin.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I had pictures.
I just don't like ascots. Like, there's just like there's.
General rule, I don't like ascots either. But for Kingpin, you kind of need one.
Or you just go without one and just be like, "Hey, I'm Kingpin." If he actually had a sense of style.
I mean, let's be honest here. Okay, he's got eggplant fucking pants, a white blazer, a fucking blue ascot, and an orange vest, right?
I thought the ascot was orange.
No. It depended. Sometimes it was
mainly
orange.
It was blue.
But yeah, I remember it being blue. There was a couple times it was orange, mainly because comic artists couldn't fucking keep shit together month to month. But yeah, just
I don't understand how that was a style.
It shouldn't have been. Like it like by any standard, it was committing so many goddamn fashion faux pas. Just like
that's why
none of these work.
I like the new Kingpins, like how they draw him lately, because he's usually just in a regular business suit.
So that's why I like Daredevil's Kingpin from the new TV series, where he's in a suit. He's got nice cufflinks. Doesn't have the ascot that I can remember.
No.
And,
actually, they actively made fun of that design.
That's what I remember. Like
they joked about it.
He's like, no. And he looks like a fucking Kingpin. It's just like when I think ascot, I think Freddy from Scooby Doo and the Penguin. Like
the Penguin have an ascot?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
When I think of Penguin, I just think of his top hat, monocle.
Sometimes he had an ascot because like he had like this weird poofy thing on his collar half the time, depending on like what Batman you were reading.
But see, when I do when I want to do a Kingpin cosplay though, I'm gonna do that one because it's the most iconic design.
Yeah, it's the iconic. It's like everybody remembers Spider-Man the animated series, and that's how they relate to the Kingpin.
Yeah, if I just showed up in a business suit and being bald, they'd be like, "Who are you?"
He's like, "Are you a white supremacist?" Like, not today, but I mean,
Pewdiepie might be.
Maybe.
Oh, I can't believe he did that.
He's PewDiePie. Like, he could do whatever the fuck he wants.
Just about, yeah.
Like,
I mean,
I don't think he cares. I think he stopped caring like fucking 2 years ago.
Dude's made millions. He could retire and just not do anything again. So anything at this point that could fuck up his career, He's just like,
I'm set.
Yeah, like I said, if he could have fucking fucked up, it would have been like, you know, like
not
2 years ago.
yeah, not that I'm condoning like, you know, what he did there recently in the stream with the N word, but hard R.
Yeah, really hard R.
But
he's got to the point where he could do no wrong. He's like one of those guys you just can't touch him.
See, the thing is, he's going to have millions of fans that are
offended.
He's going to have millions of fans that are still on his side. In the end, he's going to still make money.
Yeah, he's barely going to feel anything from this. Like, he's barely going to feel a subscriber, you know,
now,
loss.
what's going to happen is...
If anything, like, more white supremacists would be like, hey, I knew he was one of us, even though he said he wasn't.
But what's going to happen is he's going to get talked about in the media for, probably 2 weeks?
I don't know, he'll probably fuck YouTube over again.
Probably fuck YouTube over again.
What was that channel that supposedly was almost on the verge of overtaking PewDiePie as the most subscribed channel?
Wasn't it a toy channel?
Yeah, it was like some toy channel.
Was it a toy channel?
I remember that
like toy channel.
Phil DeFranco had the parents of the kid.
I remember that one
on the show. I don't remember what the channel was called.
It was like some kid's name's toys. Like, I want to say it was like some little Asian boy.
Yeah, it was like the most watched video.
I just,
something like that.
I never really got into the toy channels all that much. There's one toy channel I like, but that's mainly because he opens stuff that I don't ever have the money for.
You talking about that Sonic Toast guy?
He's alright.
He looks like he touches kids.
There was one I used to watch.
I'll totally say that. I don't give a shit. He looks like he touches kids. He might not touch his own. He touches other people's.
But the one I used to watch, I don't remember what the channel was called, but he had like a series called Fail Toys or something like that.
Oh,
I know who you're talking about.
Jeepers Media, right?
Yeah, Jeepers Media.
Yeah,
I haven't seen him post anything recently.
Because, like, a few years ago, he was just stretching at fucking, like, grasping at straws and trying to find, like, oh, this toy sucks because it does this one very suggestive motion if you're a pervert.
Yeah.
But I loved his channel.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, that was a good toy channel. What is her name? SS Gojin, or SSJ Gojin something. She does DBZ toys, and it's kind of cool seeing like the imports from Japan and shit.
Mm.
I don't like that.
They get some good shit.
What's that guy's name? I think his channel's like SGTV. Like, it's a dad clearly, like, just cashing in on the fact that he has his kids on YouTube, and he just annoys the piss out of his kids while they're playing a game, just because they can get views that way. Not Daddy of 5 level. You know, just, like, abusive, but he's just clearly annoying his kids just so he can get a YouTube paycheck. And I hate that guy so much.
Fuck, I forgot what I was going to say.
And I don't like hobby kids either. That's another fucking toy channel where they, like, the parents just like, here, open these toys so everybody can see them on the internet.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Like, fuck it. I don't care if we live in a mansion and your dad doesn't work anymore.
It's funny seeing some of those, like, toy channels, well, where they're not, like, they're opening the toys and everything like that, but it's funny because they're wearing, like, latex gloves and everything like that.
Are you talking about that really creepy guy?
I don't know. I don't know the channel names.
Because there was that really creepy guy that talked in a weird, creepy voice while he was trying to dissect a goddamn rat gummy.
I think I know who you're talking about, but
H3 done something on him.
That's probably why I know. Because I don't watch H3, like, just normally, but, like, sometimes I'll see a video and I'll be like, oh, that's pretty cool.
But yeah.
Nothing against H3, but...
I just thought, like, it's weird that they're opening the toy and they're wearing gloves. I guess they think, you know, it's going to be valuable or something.
Yeah. Or, like, there's, because I've seen a few of the The ones where these guys go out of their way to get a hold of McDonald's fucking toys. And, like, you know, open them up and be like, here's what this McDonald's toys does.
I
It's
forgot.
like, all it does is fucking roll around.
One of these days, I'm gonna get a full set of the Mario McDonald's toys from the 80s.
Here recently they were doing Mario toys.
Yeah, they were all shit. Like,
That's why I said the ones from the 80s. Cause
Yoshi was like, hey, he sticks his tongue out. Luigi shoots out of a pipe. Mario spins around, and the princess waves. That was the fucking toys.
That's great.
I just didn't know why they were doing that, promoting it or anything like that.
I think there might have been a Koopa shell. I could be wrong.
I thought they were originally like promoting. I don't know if it was like Mario and the Rabbids, or if they were going to promote
it was
Odyssey
before,
or something like that.
It was before Rabbids. Hell, it was before Odyssey was announced. It was just for them to fucking celebrate Mario.
I want to play the Mario Rabbids game, even though I don't like the Rabbids.
I think it's fun. Like, I think it would be fun.
I think it would be great. I don't like the Rabbids.
I mean,
just don't like the Rabbids.
I like tactical fucking strategy games like that to begin with. That's why I love Fire Emblem. I think I wouldn't have a problem with it. I just know it got a lot of hate off the bat just because it had the Rabbids attached to it.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of people.
I don't like the Rabbids. I don't like minions, and they're essentially video game minions.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, a lot of people equate them to the minions.
I enjoyed one Rabbid game, and it was pretty much Robot Chicken with Rabbids. It's like Rabbid TV or some shit like that.
I don't know.
Like, it's just a mini game where, like, you're, like, just spending 30 seconds at a time fucking trying to beat the other people in your fucking group.
I think I remember that.
So,
it was the only game I enjoyed out of the Rabbids.
We have been going for 52 minutes. You want to kind of end on telling people what's going on, since we've been kind of radio silent for the last little while in terms of, like, how much we've uploaded?
We've been busy.
We have been very busy, like, both in just general life stuff and for the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Because we've got me switching jobs every couple of weeks. But I think I've probably finally settled on one. But
I've at least, got videos cut for, the near future.
Yeah. So we've got some videos cut. We're going to start uploading soon.
I've got audio cut for videos. I just got to actually put visual to those audios.
Well, that's for the other channel.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was just saying in general, like both channels.
Yeah, because I got videos set for Hard After Dark. It's already cut. I just got to put an intro and outro on them, and they're ready to go.
Well, there's that, and then you can cut some of the other stuff down, and then we're going to put some of that on Hard Reboot Network, the regular channel. So if you're not a fan of the long form Let's Play style, you can check out more of the highlight stuff. We're also working on a semi-secret project that's not really a semi-secret project anymore, but it's a cartoon. I've been doing some artwork for it. We've been tossing back and forth ideas. This cartoon is going to be about 2 minutes an episode, but we're going to try to do a full season of like 11 episodes, 11 or 12.
It's hard to...
Considering we only have 3 people working on the channel at any given point.
Yeah.
That, and I mean, like, everyone knows that animation on YouTube doesn't do very well.
Yeah, which is why I wanted to do it in the style we're doing it in, which is like somewhere between 8-bit and 16-bit graphics.
10-bit.
Think those Pixel Dorkly videos, but as like a long form sitcomish.
So like Sonic for Hire that was on Dorkly.
Yeah, like Dorkly's got like a whole like few series they do. Because they
I
had
forgot
the,
about those.
I really
They had
liked
the Pokemon one here recently.
Oh, yeah.
The
Sonic
Rusty version.
Yeah. So think Dorkly, just not as good as Dorkly. Or better than Dorkly, depends on like how you feel about them.
Yeah, it just depends on your taste, I guess. I don't know.
But
And then we got the other show we're working on. The Lowdown.
yep, which we finally have a decent name for.
We've got one episode written. Just gotta wait on a camera.
And the format of the I was talking to Chris about this earlier, but the format of the psychology, philosophy, political videos are going to be changing a little bit because I feel like when I make those videos, I kind of state the same points about 3 times. So what I'm going to do is actually cut them down to about 4 to 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And then just do smaller videos that I can edit faster as well, and that way we can have those. And if there's something else I need to cover, we can go back and do it in a different video. But I figured that would be.
Yeah, we could play test that, see how well they do.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But basically, what we're trying to do is we're going to try to have something most days of the week. Be it gameplay stuff, pieces of the podcast, the actual podcast on Hard After Dark, and on Hard Reboot Network, all the scripted shows that we're talking about. Also, at the end of the season of the animated series, we're going to upload the full season as one episode onto Hard After Dark, and it's going to be uncensored if we have to censor anything.
We'll most likely censor a lot of things.
But
F-bombs galore.
that's the gist of what we've got going on right now. And since all of us have some income now, we're actually working on updating the production value of a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we'll actually be getting like some cameras that don't shut off every 11 to 12 minutes.
It's more like 10.
Yeah, we're getting more mics.
We'll eventually have an actual live podcast.
Yeah.
You might see us in front of the camera if you want that.
I mean, I'm sure after they see us on the camera, they won't. But no.
Like, if you do, leave a like. If you don't, like it anyway.
But just don't give them a choice.
Yeah, it's like you can comment, but like, I don't want to see that. Just like it anyway. I don't give a fuck.
But yeah, we've got a lot of stuff coming up. We've got our production values hopefully gonna kind of skyrocket here shortly. And we've got plenty of scripts and stuff and ideas for scripts. And we should be able to start on a lot of that here soon. It's just everybody's me and Toki are adjusting to jobs, and
Chris is getting over a health issue. And just generally, it's been down to me as the editor. Toki's recently moved in with us, and he's taken over
writing and cutting Let's Play videos.
Yeah, he's taken over some of the long form content because he doesn't have much editing experience. So we figured him cutting the videos.
You guys are getting 7 episodes of Donkey Kong Country.
Hell yeah!
I think it's 7.
Yeah, I think you said 7.
Yeah, it's 7 episodes of Donkey Kong Country.
And, like we said, Chris has been down with the sickness, as
Disturbed would put it.
as Disturbed would put it.
Or that
I'm
one dude from
almost
that,
better. I'm just mainly dealing with swelling right now.
what was that remake they did for that, the remake of Dawn of the Dead, where it was like a total jazzy fucking...
Like lounge song?
Yeah,
You talking about, wasn't it Richard Cheese?
it could have been.
I
Like,
think
it was
it's Richard
totally like
Cheese.
a goddamn, like, crooner version of Down with the
Get
Sickness.
up and get up, come on, get down with the sickness, like
Like, you
that.
mother
I
get
kind
up.
of liked that.
Like, it was totally cool. Like, I'll totally, like, fucking chill and rock to that one.
He did a lot of those, but yeah, I mean, just be on the lookout for stuff from us because it's coming. It's been
It's coming hard
it's been
after dark.
It's been
Squeeze that one in there.
roll credits.
I've drank too much. Like, all I'm tasting right now is vodka. Like, that is...
That's disgusting.
Yeah. Like, every time I breathe, I'm just like, oh. Why? It's like, my breath is vodka. I could be a fucking goddamn flamethrower right now.
Anyway, we've been going for an hour, so we're probably gonna end it here because Toki, you have to go to sleep.
Yep,
Yeah,
I gotta get up at 5 something so I can have coffee so I can go to work.
and be a productive member of society.
Yeah, that's probably not gonna happen. Last time I went to work, I wanted to punch an old lady in the throat.
And that's a story for next time.
On Hard After Dark.
Please like, subscribe, and do the numerous other things that YouTube tells us to tell you to do, and go do the other things to the
Yeah,
other
fuck it.
Other things.
channel. And
See ya.
follow us on Twitter at Hard Reboot Net. We're also on Facebook, Hard Reboot Network. Just
Just
Long
type
slide.
in Hard Reboot Network on anything and maybe you'll find us.
yeah. I know we're third on the YouTube search now. Like when it goes
Yeah.
Hard Reboot. But
Like, you can either search for Hard Reboot on your iPhone, your Samsung, or you find us.
but we'll see you next time.
See ya.
Fuck off.